Hello, darkness, my old friend tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster with me, BlueAnkylo, and the live stream. We're just getting started here. Can I show you all the different tents? Yeah, I'll try to show off as much as I can. If you want to see something specific as we play along, I mean, sure, sleeping bag. It's a menu item. It's not going to do anything. But once we have the tent and the cottage, assumedly, we'll be able to show those off. But yeah, for the future tubers, we're just introducing. I want to remind people, if it looks a little weird, it's because I turned the brightness down. So just remind people that at the beginning of the episodes a couple times. And yeah, let's get to work here. Oh, back attack right off the bat as a lettuce rabbit attacks us. The most intimidating enemy you've ever seen. The rabbit that comes pre-packaged in a meal for dinner. Just add water. Background battles. I mean, this has been true for all the Pixel remasters. Oh, but it looks so nice. The backgrounds, you know, the battle backgrounds. All right, what if we just burn all these things? Burn them to the ground. I actually think the fire spell got the animation for Fire 1 got upgraded as well. I think it was a small... I forget. I'd have to do like a side-by-side comparison. But I think it's... You know, I think back when I was playing Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 Pixel Remaster, there were some people complaining about the spell animations being repetitive and generic. But I actually think they're different in this one, and I like it. I might just be like gushing because it's my favorite Final Fantasy. But honestly, I thought that was looking nice. Now, we could go straight to Figaro Castle. I mean, or we could just explore. I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't know where to go to get to Figaro Castle. Somewhere in the desert, they say, huh? Yeah, so far, low brightness might be this one cool trick that developers don't want you to know. Oh, paralyzed stun touch or whatever on the scorpions. That can ruin your day early on for sure. Too bad we don't get ice. No ice, ice, baby. The water looks a little bit darker than normal. But honestly, oceans are very dark blue. In games, they often look a little bit light. They'd realistically be very dark. I think this desert is smaller than before. I'm doing some checking here. You're not allowed to go through the cave. We're doing some beta testing here. Quality assurance, making sure the game's programmed right. I feel like it was larger. And wasn't there a, yeah, there should be a chocobo forest here somewhere. I missed it. I just walked right past it. Classy. Oh man, they went instrumental. Oh, the town theme is so good. Well, you know what soundtrack I'll be downloading any second now. This is a really nice tune. I like it. This is top tier for me anyway, my style. Chocobos are nice and big in this version. Back in the earlier, the earlier Final Fantasies, they were small, but Final Fantasy VI added the, sprite and a half size taller, so not just a square, which makes everything look much nicer. Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI style. So good. Alright, anyway. How could I have missed this when I was a kid? The desert must have been bigger on the Super Nintendo version. I probably say that every time I play, though. Alright, we can't just do the Final Fantasy IV trick of walking around the desert, walking around the castle to get all the secret entrances. You gotta go through the middle. Also, enjoy the Figaro Castle theme. Can we sneak out here? Gotta check where you can go. Good for nothing brigand's been locked up for thievery, and worse. You're not even allowed to go check on him. The notorious thief. Don't worry, we'll let him out later. Whoa, can't let you go down there. It's too dangerous. To be honest, the engine room is pretty dangerous. Can't have you going shopping. Yeah, alright. I get it. Go talk to the king. Can we go shopping here? Even if you can, you wouldn't want to. Yeah. You can get a discount at the Shop de Figaro. But we should steal from them. I guess you could buy these early, right? Because you'll have these for the escape. I got a lot of money. You get... I'm pretty sure he starts with auto crossbow, but we'll buy noise and bio. Hey there, Hill. Well, we'll see. Who knows how the Pixel Remaster did it, you know. I could be completely wrong on how they're planning on doling out the loot. I bet you I don't know 100% of the treasure, though. If you play the randomizers, you get better at knowing where every single treasure chest is in the game. Usually on a casual playthrough, I probably miss quite a few chests. Alright. Different color scheme, I think. Usually he's a bit more green, isn't he? This is more of a blue cloak. Looking nice and regal, though. I like it. Oh, my apologies. It is I! How rude of me to turn my back on a lady. The young king of Figaro Castle, imperial ally, champion of technological revolution. Still on Expeditions Rome. I've heard good things about that. I haven't played it, but heard good. I am Edgar, the king of Figaro. Surprise, someone like me knows a king. Yeah, there's going to be a few characters that look like a very different color set. Just wait till we find the kid. I don't even remember her dumb name. We saw it on the music, in the spoiler pre-show. We got to see some of the characters in the music player. And some of them have very different... No, not Gao, the other one. The kid that no one uses. The girl. Why can't I remember her name? Realm with an R. She looks a lot different too, I think. Alright, rest here as long as you'd like. It's not my blood to harm a lady. It's not in my blood to harm a lady. At least he doesn't go milady. Yeah, painting. Pfft. First of all, your beauty has captivated me. She is walking around in a bikini or something again. I'm dying to know if I'm your type. And, yeah, just magic abilities, yeah. Mumble, mumble, mumble. I mean, he's a young king. He's supposed to be, like, probably late teens, early 20s. Kind of thrust into kingship at a young age. I forget. Everyone has an official age if you check, but I don't know. Well, I guess some girls would fall for him. A portrait of octopus royalty? The cutscene with Ultros is fine. I just, as far as a character and a combat character is concerned, Realm is never my favorite. Although I expect they've probably patched out the paint glitch that used to bug out your game on the Super Nintendo. The most advanced structure in the world. Is that true? I mean, they would say that because they live here, but I guess it is pretty advanced. Literally a castle that, spoilers, can do some pretty cool stuff. But we do have a world with airships and giant machines that can... Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff out there anyway. Everyone's been studying magic. You want to see some magic, boy? We could show you a trick or two. They were master of magi, you could call them. Alright, can't read books in this game. For some reason, they never added in readable books. They're supposed to be 27? That's pretty good. Why did they change it so that all the main characters are teenagers in the PlayStation era? Back in the good old days where you could actually be a young adult at 27. Not some old man. Okay, that's where we'll have a little nap later on. We're just exploring. Advanced weapons and other items shipped to South Figaro. It's just weird that the way the game progresses, you keep finding better and better equipment as you progress through the towns. Even though this area should be the most technologically advanced, it's the first area, so it has the weakest weapons. Although you do get the cool tools for Edgar, which pretty cool. Then again, Zozo has an even more powerful tool for Edgar, and how did they get that? No time. Well, no time for a nap. Our king showers his attention on women, young, old, plain, pretty. No one is safe. I mean, he tried to hit on the high priestess. Oh, did she ever let him have it? I'm sure he made a pass or two at you already. Who's the high priestess? Ah, I love Edgar. He's great. I love pretty much all the characters in this game. Pretty much. Almost all. Okay, we'll go talk to her. His Majesty said he'd marry me when I got old enough. Let's not talk about that. Moving on. Gestalian Empire overthrew 3 nations on the southern continent, but they didn't even have walls. You don't even need Magitech armor. You just show up with a couple soldiers. Edgar has a twin brother. He was such a nice boy. And this was my favorite character as a child. What's wrong with Dad? Not looking so good. Speak to me. I guess their color set matches a little bit better if Sabin has a blue shirt and Edgar has a blue cloak now. Crying. Edgar's twin brother traded the throne for his own freedom. My boy Sabin. Sure, he's a fine young man. He's fine indeed. He was just a boy when he left, even smaller than his brother. Even smaller than his brother. They were twins, and as teenagers, Sabin was the small one. Interesting. Well, maybe we'll find some nerd somewhere from a technological kingdom that has got some glasses on and uses magic or something to catch up with his power with his brother, who's now a king. Something like that, probably. Alright, then we go back and talk to Edgar. I don't want to spend too much time just randomly exploring, but I do like chatting with all the people, you know. Right, Chancellor. King's brother was so disgusted by the manner of succession, he fled, never to look back. That's kind of a altered version of history, the way I understand it, actually. He may have never looked back, but I think he had a plan, and does indeed at this moment have a plan to return. And that's not really what the two of them did. So I heard tell the entire matter was settled at the flip of a coin. That part may be true. Just deal with some spammers here. Feel free to wander. Alright, we're now Queen Terra. Can't quite, you know, rotate in position here, but we could just stay here and marry Edgar. It'd be fine. He's pretty cool. It's a good castle. Alright, someone here from the Empire. Here we go. Oh yeah, I like this. I like, if there's anyone that needs a more colorful palette, it is Kefka. Ha! Phooey. Emperor Gestal. Stupid orders. Edgar, you pinhead. Why do you live out in the middle of the stinking desert? These recon jobs are the pits. I love his new sprite. It's stealing from the PlayStation 1 remake where they did all the FMVs and they really art. Well, I mean, it's using his drawn artwork from the original. Like, if you ever check out the original concept art, this is much truer than the Super Nintendo sprite. But yeah. Oh, there's sand on my boots. Yep, that gets a thumbs up for me. All gone, sir. And they kept the laugh. Alright, we're on to a good start today. Pathetic idiots. What in the world brings you to... Out of my way! Just bitch slaps him. Even a recon job, and he's like, still slapping girls, slapping people around, slapping fools. Here you've been busy down south taking over a country. Or 3. What's the Empire up to? None of your business. You wouldn't be thinking of invading my kingdom, would you? We have an alliance. An alliance with a sandpit? Don't make me laugh. Alright, what brings Emperor Gestal's own court mage / jester, Kefka, to my humble castle? A girl of no importance recently escaped. We heard she took refuge here. This wouldn't have to do with that witch, huh? She merely stole something. Wow, there's more girls here than grains of sand. So, this is him suggesting that he has millions of girls in the castle. Maybe even billions. He's a busy guy. Man couldn't possibly keep track of them all. You only stand to lose by trying to hide her from us. Surely nothing happens to your precious Figaro. Alright, no big deal. Just sparring with a neighboring leader / court mage. Yeah, I don't like the sounds of that one. Where's the girl? Take her to her room. I'd love to stay and chat, but the chance and I have some planning. Being a king's not all tea and crumpets. Now, I've been in a lot of Final Fantasy castles in my day. Not once have we been offered tea and crumpets, so I am a little offended, actually. Oh, wait. In Final Fantasy IX, maybe. When you visit Cid in his castle, right? Did he offer you tea and crumpets? It's possible. But that would be the only one, right? Never again. Alright, let's go have a little nap. It's been a long day. Oh yeah, Edgar is not a pervert. It's all a show. Edgar's a good guy. Setzer, debatable on that one though. Alright, dragging you around. Lock, huh? Well, Edgar told me about it. Is it true you're a thief? There you go. He yells it. I'm a treasure hunter! Jeez. At least he was polite to the guy in Narsh. On the surface, he pretends to support the Empire, but he's actually in the underground resistance. I'm the Gobajane. The old man is one too, of course. Empire. But aren't I an Imperial soldier? Nah. They had a hat on you. It's different. I don't know what to do. Poor girl, man. She's just a teenager. Grew up sort of mind-controlled. Magic? What is magic, anyway? This is a world with no magic, remember, from the intro? All that matters is you make your own decisions. Try not to think too hard. Don't hurt yourself. We'll talk later. You know, as much as there's a little bit of, whatever you call that, flirty guy syndrome, they do leave her alone. In a room, in a bed, right in the pathway for the guards going up and down the tower. No privacy, not like a door or a screen. Just sleep here, young girl, right in the middle of the hallway. It's fine. It's normal. Just bed in the middle of the staircase. At least he's got some blinds, or some draperies. What in the... Well, Setzer is a man of his word. I'll give you that. He honors a bet. I'll give you that much. It's the Empire. Kefka, he... How exactly did he light this stone castle on fire so quickly? That's my question. What do you think you're doing? I mean, and these guys are useless. As always, running around in circles. Ah, the castle's on fire! The castle's on fire! Alright, I guess they know not to worry about it too much. Oh, I should have talked to Kev. Forgot to talk to Kefka. He would have just said something like, I have no idea where the girl is. This is pretty mean. Seems I have no choice. Kefka doesn't have very strong magic yet, though. The best he's got is like maybe Fire 2 right now. Perhaps I do have an option. Oh my, the brave and noble king abandons his people to save his own skin. How delightful. Alright, you can jump on a bird. Just some gasoline, yeah. I mean, they probably have some kind of fuel. Alright, sinker. Yahoo! Thanks, Locke. The poses on Kefka, the various jumping around sprites, all the animations are so nice. Alright, dive mode, engage. So I will admit that a submersible castle is pretty cool. Witness the glory of Figaro. Also, a complete secret, because as of this point in time, nobody knew the castle could do this other than the people who lived there. So, they kept it a secret that they built this castle that can swim through the sand. I'm pretty impressed. Mobile castle, go. Alright, that's enough. Kill him. Well, I guess if they had Magitech armor, they maybe could just fire beam the castle walls, but still, stone doesn't burn that easy. Alright, boss time. Alright, yeah. Maybe we can steal something, I don't know. We do have a better weapon right away. And he does start with the auto crossbow, so I bought the correct weapons as well. Damage, pretty normal looking. We are nearly dead already, first turn. Good. We'll go through the cutscene here, because you might as well. Yep. What's the matter, Edgar? What made you jump like that all of a sudden? In the middle of a boss fight? Did you see? You did, right? Right? Yeah, the kid's really something. Really? Something? That was magic! Wait, what? Magic? Whisper. Terra. Your name is Terra, right? Please don't burn us in our sleep. What exactly was that? All in front of these two, Magitech soldiers with claws. Just knocks them to the ground. Yeah, I like, the sprite works pretty good. No, we should be apologizing. I didn't mean to make such a big deal out of it. That just surprised me. I mean, I've never really seen magic before. Don't we have bigger things to worry about right now? This is when you're playing D&D and your party gets in a side discussion in the middle of, like, there's a big group of enemies trying to kill you and the party's like, wait a second, I didn't know you could do that. Let's have a big heart-to-heart conversation in front of the Magitech armor. Anyway, she can use magic. We don't know how. It's fine. It'd be really helpful, to not die, because we did nearly die already. Alright, thanks, guys. Let's kill these monsters. I mean, robots. And they've now swooned. Jeez, man. That is too much damage. Okay, that's... Is that like a counter or something? Because that's a lot of damage this early on. Well, let's just see how much damage the Mithril Spear does on these guys. I did technically steal a Mithril Knife. We got slightly better weapons than normal, but not that good. As you'd expect, these guys have pretty good physical defense. I wonder if you can confuse them. It's just a guy on top of a robot. Yeah, okay, that would have made it a bit easier. Just kills himself, I'm sure. Yeah. Alright, Edgar and his tools, probably as brokenly overpowered as always. I remember I don't usually use Noise Blaster very often in the base game, Brave New World not included. I gotta test it out, see how reliable it is, because if it does confuse bosses reliably, Well, as always, Edgar, very top tier. See you later, clown. Son of a sandworm. He had a different one. It was a... Was it Submariner or something? Some kind of, probably... Well, a Ted Woolseyism, let's say. But sandworms, I guess, sure. Were those bad people? Of course. We don't even answer the question. Yeah, we're the returners. Take me to your leader. I don't think magic... In the grand scheme of things, one mage can't really win you a war. Like, it's a powerful... She's very strong, but... I feel like they always make a bit of a logical leap here. That one... Like, I guess she could be like a rallying cry, kind of like a hero that the people rally behind, but she can't just take out all these, you know, armies and robots and airships and stuff, you know? But, you know, espers, sure, maybe. I don't know. We don't know anything about espers, though. But no human is born with magic. Thanks, Edgar. Very sensitive. Oh, yeah. Bannon's heal. I wonder what that is. That's a good question. Maybe he's just taking potions and throwing it. He's got a little sprinkler system where he puts a potion into it and just sort of showers everyone in healing water. It's true, like, are healing potions magic? That's a good question. Alright, the Empire will be coming for us. They want your powers. And if they get them... Yeah, let's not put any pressure on the poor girl. But, you know, if the Empire does capture you, it's the end of the world. Nothing to worry about. You want to understand your powers, right? I think you should meet Baron. I mean, Bannon. Not Baron, whatever. You don't like this song? Sounds fine to me. I don't know why anyone would think Bannon could help her either. Maybe he is like a little bit of a mage with his little healing spell. Because if they think Bannon can help her with her magic, maybe he knows something. Because, honestly, spoiler alert, he doesn't really help her very much, right? Anyway, South Figaro, let's do that first. Not like there's anywhere else to go. Ooh, here we go. Widescreen mode 7, sort of. And drifting chocobo. Chocobo drift. I won't do it too much. I don't want to give anyone motion sickness, but... The pixel blending is not bad. Sometimes if you've got filters and stuff in your emulators, it can look nice too, but... I'd say this is pretty decent. Not that you ride chocobos very often, but... When you do ride a chocobo, you want it to be in style. The map might be a little different. The other ones were slightly different. You'd have to do like a side-by-side comparison. I think all of the previous Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters have had some small map edits, but generally pretty close to original, just some slight width, height changes. King Edgar, where are you headed? Alright, we'll make it to the Returner headquarters. It is quite a long ways away from the castle, honestly. Just once you know the whole walk, it makes you go a long way. So, Turtle. We'll deal with turtles later. Also, strictly speaking, in the original at least, and maybe this version, you could not get the treasure here right now and it'll get upgraded later. I generally don't bother though. Although, you could. And this is also the point in the game where auto crossbow kills everything automatically. At least it used to. We'll see how it holds up. Let me auto sort. I would like auto crossbow to be first, because that's how I remember it. I mean, I'm trying to think of how the game's item completion is going to work. So, there we go. Cure poison. Because we've got like 100% item completion with checklists, and because the worlds are different, like I bet you need the 3 items. Well, no, because you come back in World of Light. Yeah, maybe we'll leave them and see what happens. I don't know. It's a good question, honestly. So, back attacks. So far, we've had a lot of back attacks. We can probably just auto-battle through most of this with defend crossbow. But I mean, yeah, the game builds on nostalgia from the original. It has some changes, but if you want it to be perfectly true to the original, you'd want to play the Super Nintendo version. But so far, I'm enjoying the changes. Ah, here we go. This finally hits this theme. Leo Shock? Would that be magic? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're just super powered. They're like... It's kind of like... This is like slightly anime, right? Like Dragon Ball Z style. Is Goku magic when he uses his ki to do aura bolts? Because Sabin does that too, right? Yeah, the definition of what is magic or not is a good question, honestly. The harmony of the flutes there, very nice. Okay, I can't just sit there and listen to the music forever, but you could. You could sit there and listen to the music all day. That's a nice one. Well, we'll be getting Sabin soon enough, and then I'll have a look at the blitzes. Please, not that anyone has yet, but try not to spoil stuff in chat if you've already checked all the new stuff in the game. It's, part of the fun here is experimenting with stuff. Fire dance is advanced martial arts. He just dances so much that he lights the room on fire. That's a real thing. You can dance enough to light everything on fire, right? So yeah, there's lots of treasures in Figaro. 13 chests and 10 boxes in total. We can't get them all yet either, of course, but we can get a bunch of them. No, it's all good there, Infinite Limit. You didn't spoil anything. Saying you like the changes, that's fine. Telling me what the changes are, then I might be a little bit sad. There's probably some kind of high magic versus personal ability or something, but yeah, it's interesting. You know what kind of dummies would make the Empire mad? You're looking at them. So I guess you can you, how much can you sequence break here? I know I've played some like randomizers that just you can access everything right away. If you know secrets you're not supposed to know about, how far down? You probably get stalked by the clock, right? But you can get a couple things here early. I'm not really worrying about upgrading treasures. I'm not actually sure 100% how that works in this version, but certainly those are worth picking up, right? So auto haste and bonus strength will go to Sabin later, but for now I'll throw it on Locke, I guess. We'll give him a sword, and he'll be doing better. All right. I mean, this is a pretty good secret. Now, one thing that I've been on the fence about is the map in the Pixel Remaster shows all the secrets, pretty much. So things that were kind of hard to guess are much easier to catch in this version. So, I mean, it's fine. It's an old game, but sometimes it's nice to have secrets be actually secrets. But don't really need that, but we can save. I mean, you're not supposed to be able to get to this area, well, able to. You're not supposed to know this area exists yet, anyway, but I think we can get a couple things here. Just some money, maybe? We don't get any proper elixirs. These clocks are all broken. Leaving the empty chest empty might have been helpful, but anyway, we'll wind the clock much later on. And I probably won't be able to go 100% items unless I actually follow a guide, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'll just try to pick up the stuff I remember. But yeah, if you ever try to play an FF6 randomizer, it's very nice to know where all the treasures are, because they could be Atma weapons. Although that's not very good at low levels, but yeah. They could be Illuminas. Clang clang, I'm a Magitech. My dad's super important. So important. People come here from all over all the time. Even General Lee. General Lee, yeah. That's good. I like the little catches. They might have changed the translation a little bit, but the kids always give you little spoilers and then they try to cover. If you knew, or once you hear General Leo, you'd be like, wait a second, what's he doing in Figaro City, you know? These rich people. I really like the town theme, though. Good stuff. Alright, and 1 elixir there, and you can still do the shortcut. The illegal shortcut that's not even open yet. Sequence breaking with BlueAnkylo. You're not allowed back there. This is my secret entrance. You're not even supposed to know that exists. Alright. Potions? I mean, there's a lot of stuff to pick up in this town if you're trying to get all the stuff. My grandpa used to be a servant for the richest family in town. I don't like strangers. Bring me some cider. So, I mean, they do give you some hints that this building would be connected to the rich building, but, you know, it's supposed to be a secret for later. Alright, let's do the loop-de-loop up top. We'll go to Mount Colts when I feel like going to Mount Colts. Alright, teleport stone. Yeah, that's classic. I think they used to call them warp stones. I don't remember using them very often because learning magic is pretty easy in this game, so you generally just get the spells you want. Is this secrets? Ah, nice. The secret bridge still there. Good, good. I guess we should follow Shadow. There's a bit of a, you know, we saw him walk in town, walking around, so we should see what he's up to. You look just like that student of Duncan's. Who's Duncan? Dunkin' Donuts? I hear the Empire's been invading one town after another. Oh man, just like real life. Hey, what's this kid doing? Huh? Kids aren't allowed? Oh, fine. I don't remember that. Well, she's here now. We're never getting rid of her. Oh, she's leaving. I mean, it must have been in the original. I just don't remember that at all. Stupid kids. Duncan's been training this boy, Vargas, along with the other students. Oh, he's been grumbling about the kid, never making any progress. Ah, you know, kids. I don't think there's much treasure in the cafe, but we'll have a look. Alright, ignore us. Maybe we'll just disappear. Hold on. Back off, Locke. This guy looks a little familiar. Can't you see he's got ninja gear? Solid? Metal gear? Nah, not quite working. He comes and goes like the wind, swearing allegiance to no one. Hidden behind his wintry gaze lies a face known to none who live. True. Shadow. No one knows his actual face. Yeah, that's Shadow, alright. He's an assassin. He'd kill his own best friend for the right price. Guess we better steer clear. For now. Leave us. The dog eats strangers. Or you could just rename him to John Wick or something. Probably works. It's surprisingly accurate, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Figaro Castle stood up to the Empire. Great! Now we'll be drawn into war. No. Well, you know. Alright. Little clocks don't have money or elixirs in them. We're gonna go to the relic shop. Although I don't think there's a lot of purchasable relics that are super hot, but you can get all kinds of abilities. These shoes double my walking speed. Yeehaw! So fast, crash right into the wall. So are there still sprint shoes? Because we already have faster movement. Yeah, I mean, I know sprint shoes. Gauntlets, yeah, they're good. Knight's Code. That's got a new name. That used to be something else. Just Gauntlet or something. No, Gauntlet was two-handed. What was the one that gave you cover? But yeah, anyway, I expect a lot of the translation for names are different. Alright. Well, sprinting. Prevent darkness? Nah. Prevent poison? Eh. Prevent petrification? Better. Knight's Codes. Streggle wouldn't know, I don't think. Would he? I feel like the two kids kind of eloped. I don't think he spent much time around the town, you know. So these ones all get obsoleted by relics that prevent 2 or 3 or more. So generally, unless you know you're fighting something that's going to do these, they're kind of situational. I'll buy one sprint shoes to see how it works, and I think we get one of these for free later on anyway, so. And what you really want is, like, earrings or something anyway on Terra, so for now. Oh, yeah. So it's like Final Fantasy V, you just move faster, and if you have a thief with the dash, you move even more faster, so, alright. Right? Yeah. I don't think it's quadruple. It's more like normal speed. Well, normal speed without the sprint shoes, double speed, and then maybe triple speed when you're holding the B button down while you've got sprint shoes. Something like that. Anyway, I think that's everything in the cafe. What was that? The Sabre Mountains. I don't remember them ever naming more of the mountains in the game, but wrong place. But I'll take the guy's word for it. Yes, I know it's Saber. Alright, what you got? It's a great sword. I mean, I guess we could buy one for, Were these here before? Maybe. I don't remember. I know they've mixed around some of the shops in some of the other Pixel remasters. Like, even Final Fantasy 1, they mixed some weapons around a little bit. Can we... Don't get much more information than that, alright. There should be a screen in the inventory that gives you a whole bunch of info on them, though. Yeah, like that. So, weapons can have a lot of stats on them in Final Fantasy VI. This gives you an idea of how much stuff they can potentially augment. So, good to know that screen's there. Alright, that'll bring Terra up to significantly more powerful. We've got Mithril Sword, which is certainly good. Mithril Spear. Get a little bit of gear. Seeing as we've almost died, like, twice, let's try to, you know, buff up a little bit here. Normally, I don't spend a ton of time buying equipment, but seems appropriate. And we can probably just optimal through it just fine. Alright, so yeah, Edgar tends to get the heavy armor. Terra tends to get magic gear, and Locke is sort of not quite heavy. It's like medium or something, I think they call it. Our money situation's fine, but just clean this up a little bit. Alright. Might buy some potions, we'll see. Hey there, Ivan. So far, I'm definitely enjoying it. I haven't seen anything that really bugs me too much. And nothing that I couldn't change. Did you see how cool Figaro looked as it moved through the sand? How did you see that, kid? You know, it's through a dangerous cave. Well, I suppose it'd be kind of hard with all that underground business. Yeah, no, so far I've been definitely enjoying the game. You know, you can change the font if you don't like the font. Apparently you can make things darker if you don't like how bright it is. Someone did request to see what the tent looks like. Maybe I'll splurge on that. Probably not a bad idea to have some spare Phoenix Downs. We don't have a lot of spare money here, but we'll get some of the basics covered. call it good. Yeah, daggers are good for throwing, that's fair. Shadow's so strong, though, I don't need to use the throw command, really. But yeah, it's gonna be a while before we see him, anyway. Town defenses are tight. Even the Magitech armor, they can't get inside. The Imperials won't find it easy to get inside. What a joke. What a joke. My husband Duncan's a martial artist. He's famous in Figaro. Even in Figaro, which is because, you know, machines and technology. Somehow a martial artist is still famous here, I guess. Anyway, he went to Mount Colts. Which just happens to be where we need to go to get to the returner base, I guess. And no more secrets over here, as far as I know. Yeah, it's really easy to change the font in. I didn't, because I wanted the, We will find someone hiding up here eventually, but not right now. But yeah, it's really easy to change the fonts on the Steam version, so... It's a matter of dropping a file somewhere and overwriting it, but... I didn't want to do it for my first playthrough. Gotta have the, experience as designed, I guess. So... I think we're at the point where Auto Haste Edgar will pretty much clear anything we need. Well, I guess that didn't do as much damage as I was expecting. It's possible some of the balancing is tweaked a little, or we're just a little under level, but... Yeah, I'll probably cut the episode before we do Mount Colts, but there's one more little thing we can do here. Yeah, I remember fairly reliably one-shotting things with the auto crossbow as soon as you get it, and then forever. Until you're, well, eventually it doesn't scale, but it might just be that he needs a couple more level ups for some stat that the crossbow scales off of. Maybe. But it might be weaker than before. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there's this suspicious cabin here. It's got some vegetables. It's got like a turnip and some lettuce. No rabbits in the lettuce, thank you. What's that smell? Is it the flowers? He always liked these flowers. These dishes, he always used these dishes. This tea. No crumpets, but we did find some tea. It was his favorite. Oh, you can actually move behind the boxes, but there's nothing here. What's really nice, and I'm glad it shows this, if you look at the mini-map, you can see my facing when I'm, you know, in and behind a wall. So I think that's really nice for you guys watching along, kind of see what I'm doing. Rest for a bit? Oh yeah, of course. Totally. No need to buy tents when you can just sleep in someone else's bed. Just a little bit weird. I thought there was some dialogue about one of the beds, but maybe I'm misremembering. There will be some dialogue when we leave. Could Sabin be living here? There's like 3 beds. It's almost like one guy and 2 martial artists or something. Maybe. Hey, what's this guy? Hey, what's up, dude? Do you happen to know where I could find the man who lives here? Isn't this guy's name like Gung Ho or something? He's like a weird side character that keeps reappearing, and I don't know if he has any actual relevance, but he just keeps reappearing. Sure do. Left a couple days ago, soon as Master Duncan been killed, headed up into the mountains. They say Duncan's son Vargas is missing. I don't like it one bit. What are you doing just creeping around this guy's house then, huh? Weird. Anyway, we'll head up the mountain here shortly. I'm just going to take 1 or 2 more combats because I feel like my level sucks. And I actually want to test out something here with, say, Bioblaster. Different tool might scale a little bit better on damage. Depends on resistances, you know. But doing less than 100 damage with the tools does feel a little bit weaker than the old days. It's just the same sprite for Gung Ho, maybe? Yeah. Alright, so those guys must be weak to poison. It did, like, slightly more damage. But, yeah, I think we'll probably end the episode around here. Let's just get one level up. Enjoy some quick auto battle here. Oh, yeah, this guy's a bit more dangerous. Nice start, though. Alright, yeah, I'll just get, maybe Edgar a level up or something. Yeah, I would probably have grinded a lot more as a kid. I don't want to over-level in our Let's Play, but, seeing as we've had 2 times where we nearly died, both in the Moogle battle and in the Escape from Figaro battle, I figure maybe I should be a little bit careful here. Failure to steal. I'd like to see Edgar's auto crossbow damage go up by like 50 or something, but might not be that likely. Terra's level 7, yeah, not much. Okay, one more level up, and then we'll call it. And I can just rest in the old man's house to get... It's actually a pretty good grind spot. You know, you can get free healing anytime you want. It's not... It's early game. You probably don't need too much, but... I wonder if we could confuse them. And then just burn him a bit. Steal a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with Edgar's tools so far. Don't be a tool. Be a prince. Be a tool user. Gygus gloves. But do they scale off of strength? Because we could actually do that already. I don't know how the game calculates tool damage. We can do a quick little experiment here, though. Okay. Well, let's see. We're not quite the level up anyway. And I do have... What is it? Those things. So let's see if 58 strength is what I forgot to do. Yeah, that makes some sense. Bile Blaster magic. Maybe I just normally put the hyper gloves on Edgar by default. Well, this is not the group I want, but... Yeah, Super Nintendo version, it's hard to know if this will be the same or not, but... Alright, we got the level up. I just need one fight against a group of the, 3 or so normal enemies. 2 will do. Back row shouldn't matter. I mean, it killed them in 1 attack. That's what I want. So it may have scaled it up just enough, whether it was the level up or the relic, that we're able to just kill them in 1 hit. That's what I wanted. If we go to Mount Coldson and suddenly we're still 2-rounding everything, so be it. Alright, future tubers, this is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time as we climb a mountain, maybe meet a twin brother, maybe, and perhaps visit the returners. Hope you've enjoyed and have a great day.